Good morning. So, no, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let's start with this thing. I'll open my Unreal, and yesterday we were doing on substance. So I'll export those texture, and let's wait for a couple of minutes so that others can join, and then we'll start off with this thing. Yeah, it's loaded.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, if while texturing we cannot find some textures, can we change them a little bit, like some other texture?
Means I didn't understand. Like you want to change what texture?
And so, if we don't find a particular texture which is used in a reference, so can we use a little different texture?
So like what you can do is you can download something similar, like exact same. You won't be able to find it, right?
Yes, sir.
Download something similar and try to match with the reference, like dirt patch or color wise, match those things in substance. That will
Yes,
work.
sir.
That is fine.
Okay, sir. And sir, in my reference, there is a desk with a drawer,
Hmm.
and in that, like, they have attached a key with it, but there is no handle. So, if it's okay, can we modify it little bit, like making a handle or something like that?
Like these small things, like you like do not change major changes, do not do major changes, like a small handle key, all those things are fine,
Yes, sir.
completely fine. So I added this color, and all this thing. I feel it's a line. What is this? This one. Let me see. Yeah, in masking, accidentally left it, I guess. I missed this section. So I have to fix this one. So double check always. If you miss anything, make sure fix it. Go back and fix it. And
Yes, sir.
here also you can see the same thing. So I can paint this thing manually also, or I can use a polygon also and fill those sections. That will be like super easy and nice and clean. Yeah, that line is gone. Okay, it's already been 5 minutes. Nobody else joined. So we will just simply, something happened here. Okay, Deva is joining. Polygon. Yeah. So double check, like you accidentally also, because this is, because accidentally I selected this one. So this thing happened. So make sure. Good afternoon. Very good afternoon. So make sure this thing never happened. Yeah. Okay. So once I'm finished with this, now what I have to do is I have to export the textures. I'll select the same folder from wherever I have created the this thing. Yes, tell me.
Sir, while exploring, importing, sir,
Importing textures. Yes.
yes, sir, in Unreal Engine,
Hmm.
my FBX file is, I mean, it's not importing.
It's not importing. So what is the error it's showing?
Uh, I have to check it, sir.
Try to re-import this, and whatever the error, take a screenshot and send it, because because there can be a lot of things, like it can be scaling issue, it can be your model issue, right? So whatever the issue, take a screenshot, send it to me. So then based on that, I can tell you okay, what is the problem.
I already sent it, sir. FBX
Screenshot.
file. No, sir. FBX file I have sent it, sir, already. Yesterday, sir.
Okay, just give me a second. Oh, acha. Acha, one thing, this is I noticed, like every time you mail me in that, like I send you a mail, you reply in that. Do not do that. It's lost in that, because usually it's very difficult, because if it's a mail trail is there, so it gets lost in that. So send me a separate mail, so it will be easy for me to see.
Okay, sir. Sorry, sir.
No problem. Okay, I'll see the files. Okay, download it. I'll check it. I'll check that file. Okay.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Okay, so now like for exporting this thing, so make sure, again same thing, we have to select Unreal Engine pack is 4, Unreal Engine 4 pack. I have to select this and then export my texture. Double check, this should be this, and like for Unreal, it should be this selection only, nothing else. Anything of a separate you have selected, it's a wrong process, so do not do it. Then export the texture. It's exporting, yeah, exporting all the textures. Yeah, done. Close. Save your file. I have already opened Unreal, and I'll open our project, our particular file. 204 map. I believe this one. Is this the one? No, not this one. Then maybe this one. This one. So this one. So I have to save it. So what I'll do is, because I'm getting confused between these two, so I'll delete this one. Delete this one, and this is fine. So there is no confusion. So always like fix things like that. Okay, now I have opened this, it's compiling shaders and everything. So by the time I can import my assets and start working on this. So before for exporting this, I cannot use the FBX what I have exported from, like for Substance Painter, because those two lights needs to be separate file. So I'll open my file. And plus the placement, like for the texturing purpose, I move them up, so I have to bring them back to grid and then export it. And this is like pay really good attention. Like for each and every modular piece, this is how you're supposed to do. If you do anything different from this, that will be really problematic for you in engine to fix that problem. It's loading. Still loading. Like I guess like this 2022 is little slow. Last time also had the same problem. After updating, it became a little slow.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's too much laggy.
Yes, 2022 is little lag. It's little, I don't know, like some bug or some issue, something. Still opening. Let me see, like all my maps and everything are correct there. Double check. We have created a master material. All textures are applied. Nice. Master. So we already have created all this master. So it's loading. So let it load. Oh yeah, opened. Cool. Nice. Now I'll open my file. So this particular model is almost fine, but not accurate yet because we have to shift it on the grid. So you can see these are all separated. Select this one. First, I'll fix the pivot point of this. Switch on my grid point or vertex point first. Select this and snap it here. Make sure it's snapped perfectly. Double check it. Then go to grid point. Exit your pivot mode and select this. Select this point. Snap it perfectly. So this one, like similarly for all these things, this also I can push it back to grid. Zoom. So it's on grid, and this one you can see the pivot point is grid. Select this one, grid. So everything is on grid perfectly. This is something you have to make sure it should be on grid point all like for modular pieces. Switch off snap. Now do not select all three of them together. Select only the staircase, export the staircase separately. Like all modular piece works like this. You have to keep them separate. And where is my folder? Just give me a second. Yeah. So this is my staircase. So I'll just override this. This is my substance file. Override this one. It's not required. I'll make sure it's FBX format. This one is not required. Height selected. Now select one light, export selected, and this time we name
Afternoon,
it.
sir.
Very good afternoon. Light underscore 01. And make sure name everything, because in Unreal, if there is a naming clash, it will give you error and it will create problems. You cannot have two assets with the same name. So you have to make sure rename. Select this one, export selected, light 02. So two separate models, three separate models basically, but they are sharing same texture. So now I'll go to Unreal content browser, my mesh, and I will drag drop light 1, light 2, staircase, all three together. Now make sure combine mesh is on, correct. Collision I can generate or keep it. Rest everything is fine. Like once you set this parameter, this thing, it will stay like that until unless you modify it again. Import. You can see any texture assigned to it, it will automatically be imported. So delete this one, it's not required. Anything unnecessary, anything problematic, like anything which is not wanted, not required, delete those things. I deleted. So now I have staircase, light, light. So first thing what I'll do is I'll save the entire thing first, and then I will assign texture to it. Done almost. We go to texture. I'll import those exported texture. This time these four. You can see right now I have a separate emissive map. Previously it wasn't there because I have a emissive light there. That's why. Exported, sorry, imported. It's importing. It's loading. Yeah, loaded. So it's all loaded. So first thing what you have to do is this map, double click, open, change the compression to mask no sRGB, so that you will have exact same output as in Substance. If you don't change it, it will look entirely different from Substance. Done. Okay, I can save it again. So keep saving. If you don't save it, if you by accidentally close Unreal, you lose all this data. So make sure save it. Now I'll go to materials. So this is my, you can see I have a master, right click, create instance, mat. I can name it as light or staircase. I can name it light. Oh no, for this I cannot use this master. I have to use this for staircase, or for light I have to create a separate master material. And double click, open. I can see diffuse, normal, ORM map. Now go to your textures, diffuse to diffuse, normal to normal, and ORM to ORM. Apply it like this and you are done. So that one material is ready. Now I'll open my mesh. This is my staircase. Open it. Go to material, select this and assign it here. It's assigned, it's still loading, that's why it's not showing it here. It's loading. But now for the texture for the lights, you can see I have two mesh for lights. I need to apply a texture, and for light I need to create a different material because light have emissive parameter. In this there is no emissive parameter. If you open it, you can see there is no emissive connected. So that's why I have to create another emissive for this. Right click, I can just simply duplicate this also, that also works perfectly, and name it as same name, light underscore master. This is for my light. Double click, open it, go to your texture. You can see all your textures. Diffuse, select the diffuse, or you can just simply input all four of them here. Okay, where is my material gone? Yeah, open, and delete all three of them. Diffuse to diffuse, emissive keep it separate, normal, ORM. Connect the normal to normal, ORM. R is ambient occlusion, G is your roughness, and B is your metallic. Create this. So these three are same. Now I need to create this emissive. Like for this emissive thing, I need to create a parameter to control the glow of the light. Like previously, if you remember in module this environment one, we create the light and we created make it very brighter or this thing. So how same process, use a multiply, press M from keyboard, left mouse button, multiply this node, or you can right click, search for multiply. You can see multiply. You can search for this also, or you can just simply left mouse button, press M from keyboard. Now emissive RGB connect to A, and this output connects to your emissive color. But now we have this B. So this B I need to convert to a parameter. So press S from keyboard, S for like school, left mouse button, and name it as your emissiveness, or something, and default value you can keep it 1. So by default it will glow. Just this is what you need. It can be I can make it a little complex also. If I want this color, suppose I want this color in emissiveness, we're still compiling, so I cannot see. If I make it little really bright, it will become white. But if I want it to look like little yellowish in tint, I need to add one more network here. Power, like power, with power I connect the color and then multiply it again and then connect it. So it will give me the color. So this is a small tiny light, it won't be visible that much, so I'm not changing it, I'm keeping it simple only. Save it. See, yeah, done. So saving done. You can see this part is flat, it's kind of glowing. So now I need to apply this material. So make sure whenever you have a master material, you have to create an instance. You can see here it's not glowing, here it's glowing. Right click, create a material instance, and this instance you have to apply to your mesh. So go to mesh, you can open it, and let's open this one also, both the things, materials, instance, apply it, instance, apply it. Same texture for both the things. So here you can see it's bright, but it's not glowing yet. So if you want to make it glow, you can definitely do it. For that, we have to open our instance and make it glow. So let's see, save it. So I'll show you now. My mesh is color and everything is ready. I believe this is also ready. You can see all color, everything came here. Now staircase, select this one, bring it here, make sure location, make it 0. You'll see it will automatically go to the grid point 0, 0, 0. And now I can align this thing. Slight intersection, so there is no like edge or anything. And for this thing, I can just select a couple of them, Alt, continue this. Okay, I created that section. All this wall came and all this thing. So this side wall also I will have to create separately. I should have like duplicated together only. So now I can see clearly I have created this thing. This comes till here. That means I need to extend this distance. I have to extend this distance in my texture, in my model, and fix the shape. So that is I have to do. I'll do that. And now we have those lights. So we have a light here. So if you see, now I have this light 1, light 2. I guess this one is bigger one. Yeah. So suppose I have a light. If I place it here, okay, let's place anywhere. But you can see it's not generating any light. It's not generating any light. Reason, this particular thing, okay, my texture, there's something issue. I have to mask it out. That is an update now only. So this should emit light. So to create emitting light, what I have to do is double click, open the instance, go to MSC parameter that we created. Now you can see there's a parameter here. Click this and increase it. You can see now I can control this light. But it's glowing, it's just glowing, but it's not creating any light here. So what I have to do is I have to convert this, I have to apply a light there. So either I can place a light manually, like take a light here, I can use a rectangular light or maybe a spotlight or a omni light. I can connect it here and generate that thing. So usually we use a spot or omni or maybe a rectangular light. All three works like nicely. Let's see if I want to place it here. And direction I can see. I have to rotate this thing 190 degree and place it. Now this section is generating light. Now I just have to like fix the scale of this light because it's a rectangular light, so I have to fix the scale. Width is too much, I have to reduce the width. So like this manually I have to place wherever I'm going to place my texture with say I have to like place this light there. This is like one technique, manual. So but this is something I don't recommend to do it because this is a manual labor and you have to do it again and again wherever you place the light. So it becomes really hectic and problematic for you. So what we do is there are two lights. So I'll create, right click, and there is something called blueprint class. A blueprint is basically visual scripting. So we are not getting into complex scripting, very basic, like how to connect a light to a model, how to do all those things, very basic, simple things, because that is not part of our job. Because being a 3D artist, you will never ever touch blueprint. You will never do anything. This is something for your own portfolio to showcase your asset, to create something very nicely for that purpose only. So click a blueprint. It will ask, pick parent class, like what you want to create basically. So I want to create an actor. I want to use this model as an actor and assign something to that blueprint. So I can name it as BP. BP means blueprint underscore light, blueprint underscore light underscore 01. So 01 for 01 light, 02 for 02 light. So I'll create this, then double click. It will open a new window. Just give me a second to open. Yeah. So now you can see it opens a new window and it's an empty blueprint. There is nothing. There is no scripting. There is nothing is going on. It's fully empty file. Why it's taking so long? Yeah. So you can see it's completely empty. So now what I have to do is nothing. Nothing is there. So first thing in blueprint, I have to add my model. So I have to go to add content, and then we can see we have static mesh because our model is static mesh. It's not a skeleton mesh. Skeleton mesh means if your model have rigging, skinning, that means it's a skeleton mesh. Where our model doesn't have rigging, it's a static mesh. Click it, you generate this static mesh, and click this. You can see there is option to assign a mesh here. Go and select your light and arrow. So it will show you the light. Here is the light. It's glowing, but still not generating anything. So now I have to assign one light. I can use a rectangular light, I can use omni light, whatever I want to add, I can use that. So for this particular purpose thing, I'll use a rectangular light. So it will generate, see, and place it 90° and keep it slightly outside because otherwise it will cast shadow. Oh, it's I guess. This is fine. Like a light direction, make sure it's downward, it's not inside, and then fit the scale of this thing. This width I don't want. Fit it properly, slightly on or slightly difference is perfectly okay. Width, reduce it. Now you have placed the light. So now this is now if I drag drop this model into your scene, it will come with the attached light always. So once you're done with this, click on compile. Unless compile is green tick, it won't work. Green tick means your scripting is correct, your model, whatever you have assigned here, everything is correct. If it's a question mark or red, that means there is some error in your model, error in your assign all these things, there is error, fix it. So it's a green, correct. But this is just simple. You have to bring both the things together, assign them together and save it. So you can see the BP changed the shape and color, all this thing changed it, and it looks like this now. So one more thing I can do, I can see my mesh is hollow from back, so that's why it's visible. So I can go to material. This is my master material. Open it, click the main, and make it two-sided, so that my texture will be visible from both the side, and save it. Let's save it. Saved. I'll go to my mesh. I have this BP. Right click. I can duplicate the same thing, or I can create a child also, but I'll create a duplicate. And this is light 02. Open it. Viewport. Static mesh, and go to a mesh 02. Select this one and replace it. After replacing, select the light and fit this light also. Fit it properly. Fit it, and sides also have to. squeeze to fit it nicely. So your this light is also done. Compile, save, close. So now you have both the lights, and it's like now it will emit light. You can see in this there is no light reflection. You can see there is a light reflection here. It's visible because there is a light attached to it. So now I can just simply combine this thing and connect it and generate this thing very easily. So now if I select this model and drag, drop anywhere in my scene, it will always come with this light. See? So I can, like this, I can save a lot of time and create these things very easily. It will save tons of time and makes my life way easier. So like this, I'll fix this thing. So I'll do this thing. Okay, so I'll delete this thing as of now because I have to fix the texture. So I saw there is an issue in texture. So make sure whenever and wherever you like identify there is an issue in your model, texture, anything, instantly fix it. Otherwise, later you won't be able to identify it and you won't be able to fix it. So it will look bad. So that's why fix it instantly. So I saw there's like that like brick texture I have applied. It applied on the lights also. So I have to remove that from the lights. Let it open. So zoom in, you can see that brick is applied here also. It's part of, yeah, this one. So select this, selection, black, and select the model, remove. Or if you drag like this, that is also fine. It will remove it from this area. So it's gone. Now you can see it's perfectly clean. Save your file, re-export the texture. Done. Export. Same path, everything is same. Do not change anything. Export. It will ask, it will override the files. Done. Close it, save it. I'll go to Unreal and I just have to re-import my textures. Select all of them, right click, re-import. It's re-importing, so that a problem of that texture will be fixed. Loading. Okay, by the time it's loading, I'll go to my max, unhide all, and fix this one. So I'll go to top view. This one, this side is fine. Only this thing I need to extend. Select the model. It's a line here. Now I have this model. This model also I'll double check. It should align on this particular grid. This is a very tiny modification I did here, but this is like big modification. For that, I have to fix my UV and texture, both the things. Otherwise, it will look stretched and won't look nice. Done. Select this one. So this particular model, I have to export one more time. Export selected. The staircase, overwrite it. And this one, I have to fix the UV and update the texture as well. Where is it? This one. Right click, relax, relax. It relaxed perfectly. And in this particular texture, we had empty space. So we can definitely fix it very easily without any problem. So rest everything, no need to modify anything, no need to do anything. Collapse, collapse. And I feel I can import this one also in this, incorporate this one. Okay, anyways, like let's export this one only. Export selected, my SM floor, floor or wall. Let's check it. Just give me a second. I'll check it. This one is floor. Yeah, floor only. Overwrite it. Both the things are updated. So I'll go update my mesh, my staircase, and my floor. Staircase and floor. Re-import. So both the things are fixed. We go here, you can see it fixed. So now I'll just simply delete this section because manually fixing this will be a nightmare. So I'll just simply create one side. Once it's one side is finished, I'll fix it. You see texture problem, that is something we have to fix. So now I can duplicate this thing and create this thing very easily. So I'll go to Substance. Open by file, floor. I believe this one only. It's taking too much time. I guess I have opened it wrong file. Okay, not working. Open floor. Now it's loading. Yeah, loaded. So I need to update this mesh here. So let's see. Project configuration, select and SM floor, open. Okay. Let's see. It should work. Yeah, it worked perfectly. See, it worked. Now I just have to fix it. Like I have to rebake all these maps. Whenever you update UV texture or UV model or anything and re-import to Substance, make sure rebake it. Otherwise, it will create problem in texturing. Rebake it. So if you rebake it, it will solve the problem. See, everything fixed automatically. I don't have to do anything. Only one thing I feel for this particular texture. Let me see. Okay, one thing that's correct only. This particular tile, I want to make it little glossy. Not this one. Okay, let's use a new layer top of everything. Only roughness, because I don't want to go to the manual all the layer. Make it little glossy. It's pretty shiny, you can see, pretty shiny, glossy. But if I go to roughness, it will make, you see, entire thing same. That is something is not recommended. So what I'll do is, for this particular thing, I'll add this depth and change this thing to multiply. Oh, sorry, not in base color. Sorry, my bad. Normal. Go to roughness and change this to multiply. So it will blend with the base roughness. Press M, so you can see, but it makes everything super shiny. That is not required. I want this tile to shine. So right click, add a black mask, and then remove all those sections that is not required. So white, this one, this one, this one, zoom in, this one. So only this blue tile, it shines. And this already have little gloss, that is kind of fine. If I want, I can add this thing to this also. You can make it little glossy also if I want, but this looks kind of nice. So I'll just keep this only. And oh, this one also required. Oh, sorry, I need to select a mask. So now this is also glossy. So overall it become glossy. All those tiles become slightly glossy. And this is matte, that's fine. Now I just have to save it and export the texture and re-import it in Unreal. So everything will be solved. Done, export texture. You can see all this file folders and everything is selected already, exported. Done. Unreal, and this texture I have to fix. I can see where is the material textures, these three, right click, re-import. We'll fix it quickly. Yeah, loaded, save all, save everything. Come here, now you can see your texture updated. This looks glossy. You can see the reflection here, and this texture you can see it clearly. So now I want to symmetry this thing, entire thing. So before that, this staircase is on the both the side of this thing. So I'll just make it slightly longer. I'm just modifying it slightly. I'm just making it slightly long. Then this pillar, though, I can do it later. And then this is also, this staircase is on the both the sides. Alt, drag it here. Right click, transform. It's in Y direction, I believe. Yeah, Y direction. And we'll place here, same position, everything is same. You can push it slightly inside like this, because I made it pretty long already. Now all the geometry, select them, all the geometry, close this thing, drag, drop into this mesh. So everything, all geometry inside that. Now select all of them, holding shift, select all of them, drag it, right click, okay, right click, transform X. See, it create that shape, this shape, everything with all shadow highlights, everything nicely. And you can see the repetition is visible, right? That is something we'll cover up with the help of decal maps. And I'll explain what is decal map and how to use it. I'll explain those things. So I'll fix those things, and all this repetition I'll cover up with the help of decal map. I'll do that. So my basic structure is almost ready. I'll save it. And if I want to play, you can see if I click play, you can see the reflection, nice reflection. I can see the staircase. See, the entire thing is visible nicely. Okay, I cannot walk through this thing because I haven't created a collision for this. Double click, open the model, scroll down, collision. Change the complex collision as simple collision. That's it. Save it. Play it again. Then, okay, I can walk from here only directly. You can see, oh, this looks pretty huge. Okay, scale of this thing looks very, very, very high. So I need, staircase looks fine. Only the side walls, this thing looks very high. It's too much. So either I have to reduce that or I have to reduce the scale of the entire thing. They have to fix it. So I'll check that and I'll reduce the size. Like side wall looks kind of fine. I just have to reduce the mesh because this is how, because your scaling is very important. So you have to check it in Unreal only, otherwise you won't be able to see, like it's as compared to the character, the how is the scaling. Scaling is, I can see now clearly it's way too big. I can go to my max file now. Sorry, not this one, hide unselected, select the polygons, this one, this one, this one, this one, and then can push it down. Like manually I can fix it like this. This is one technique. And one more technique is like to correct everything within Max before exporting to Unreal. I can open Unreal and then I can go to my player start. This thing is there, right? So close this one. So you can see in starter content, there is a third person folder. Like I have used third person person BP. You can see there is a third party. There is a model that player we are using. That same model is there. See, that same model is there. So what I can do is right click the model, asset action, export, no migrate. If you migrate it, it will be an Unreal document. You cannot open it anywhere else. If it's exported, it will be a FBX. Export this, and wherever you want, export it, export this thing. Let's keep it in desktop only because I'm going to delete this one. I don't need it. Now, you can see this is a file. And I can import this one here. Okay. Oh, it's a blueprint. Okay, sorry, my mistake. Blueprint you cannot export. Where is my character? Okay, what I can do is I can open the blueprint and see where is the character. Viewport, here is the character, and check where is it. Yeah, here it is. I need this character, right click, asset action, export, desktop is selected, save it, export it. So now I have this model outside Unreal, just import it, import the file. And position, I can make it 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So now I have this character here. So now I can see, I can compare the everything according to this character. This is the actual scale of the character. So based on this, I can like change all the scale, size, whatever I want to change. I can change it and then fix everything before exporting into Unreal. And this particular file, you can see I have this mannequin. This is the model, and this is the skeleton. You can just simply delete the skeleton. Those things are not required. Root, not required, not required. So all these things you can select and delete it. Only you need the mesh. So it's a rigged model, so it will give you all these errors. So that is something we'll keep it there. Anyways, you don't have to use it. You just for checking the scale of the model. So you have to delete all the bones from the character. Almost done. There are a lot of bones. It's like 200, 300 bones on this particular character. That's how it works. You can see gradually all those extra things are going. So one by one, you have to delete all those things, clean everything, gone. So now you have only one mesh, this one. Skinning is there, delete it. Skin is not required. Now you can measure everything based on this character. This will make your life way easier. So I can see clearly this is like way too big. I have to reduce the size of this entire thing. It's not just the wall. I have to reduce the scale down the entire thing. So I'll do that. I'll save my file. So like this, modify each and everything, save your file and like create the scene, place everything, make all the details. And all this repetition tile I can see, I'll fix it with the help of a decal map. I'll show those techniques also, and then apply all these things nicely and create everything. So I can clearly see I need to scale it down slightly, the entire model. So I can do it. So I'll update that and then I'll re-import the model in Unreal once again and fix the problem. Okay, just give me a second. I'll mark attendance. Okay, Robin is asking for attendance. Robin, what you will do with attendance? Please tell me. You're not submitting anything. You're not doing anything. You're, like this this weekend, your last date for submission. Okay, we have Prithviraj, Robin, Shubham, Prithviraj, Robin. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. Okay, like I haven't seen till date anything. So you just saying all this thing. Okay, so as long as I until and unless I see it, and you understand, right? So finish everything. This is for like I guess Shubham also, for Rubin also, and they must send me an update. But there are little fixes. I'll send you a mail on that. So fix everything by the end of this week. make sure you finish everything, submit everything, and Saturday we have a doubt clearing session. If you have any
Sir, your
doubt,
voice is breaking.
what? Hello?
Sir, your voice is
Voice is breaking.
not
Okay, so I'll go a little slow. So I have seen you have sent me update. So I have seen that file. So I'll send you a mail, revert back in the mail only. And Saturday we have doubt clearing sessions. We'll discuss if you have any doubts or query or anything. We'll discuss that and make sure before we start go move to next week, like so Monday. Before Monday, send me your environment one, final one. So final thing. Okay. So this is for everyone. Devashish, Shubham, and Rubin. Okay. So like if you have any updates, any doubts, send me a mail. I'll check that. Send me your files. I'll check that, and then we'll discuss it. Okay.
Sir, I told you about curvature.
Yes. Yes. Tell me.
Sir,
yes, sir.
in that, what things we have to submit, sir, like 3ds Max model and
No. 3ds Max model is not required. You can submit me the Unreal folder, Unreal project. That's it.
okay, sir. I'm working on the texture, sir. It's almost finished. I'll submit it, sir.
Okay, no problem. So that's what I'm saying. So like you working and finishing. So finish it. If you have any doubts, you can in between also send me updates. If there is you need to change, so I'll tell you what to change, what to update. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bye bye. Then I'll see you guys.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Welcome.
sir.